You can always tell what's near and dear to someone's heart based on how quickly they act on a certain issue. Obviously, the things that are going to be your priorities are going to come first. And the first thing that President Trump did after winning the 2024 election in a landslide was call Justin Trudeau down to Mar-a-Lago to publicly humiliate him, demand that he resign, and become a governor of the 51st state of Canada, and that America would conquer Canada or he would destroy them economically. This is all the things that Trump said. This is his first foreign meeting. So this is something that clearly impassioned Donald Trump, and a bleary-eyed, drugged up, obviously, Justin Trudeau is there to just be utterly kicked around like a dead cat at Mar-a-Lago. Justin Trudeau would resign soon after based on just the public embarrassment of this moment. Now, here's the photo of Justin Trudeau. It's just worth locking in one more time on this incredible photo. You see some members of Trump's administration and cabinet there. You see right here, this is the guy. His name is Dave McCormick. He was the guy who won the Pennsylvania Senate seat. Justin Trudeau and Trump. Okay. But then look at this. Here's a little kid doing moose ears at Justin Trudeau. You see this? This kid, Justin Trudeau was getting clowned on at this dinner. Clowned on. This was like a level of embarrassment and dragging and crashing out like nobody has ever seen before. And Trudeau cried on TV afterwards. He ended his political career. He euthanized. That's a big thing in Canada. He euthanized his own political career.
When Trudeau told President-elect Trump that new tariffs would kill the Canadian economy, Trump joked to him that if Canada can't survive without ripping off the U.S. to the tune of $100 billion a year, then maybe Canada should become the 51st state and Trudeau could become its governor.
Okay. The point is that there's been a lot of meddling with Canada. And just this morning, Barack Obama is weaseling his way into Canadian politics because the globalist, limp-wristed cuck who took over for Justin Trudeau, Mark Carney, is trying desperately to salvage what is left of a globalist empire, but Alberta may well stand in his way. Look at Alberta. Might be one of the prettiest places on earth. This is Alberta right here. It is lovely. It looks very different from New Jersey. Wouldn't you like Alberta to be a state in the United States? Well, so would Alberta, actually. And this is, look at that nice hotel they have there. Some really pretty mountains and some lakes. Apparently some really nice people. It's not even that expensive to fly there. This is what Google gives you when you ask about Alberta. Alberta is a province in Western Canada. Its landscape encompasses mountains, prairies, desert badlands, vast forests, 600 lakes, rich mineral deposits. And it is where all of the oil is also in Canada. It's where all the Western culture is in Canada. The biggest rodeo in the world takes place in Alberta. And look at some of these headlines. The ministers are working out differences with the feds to try and quell Alberta separatism. Alberta Premier trying to deal with Trump. Alberta Premier is attempting to try and stop a separatist movement why oil-rich Alberta may secede from Canada. This is something, of course, that is happening, and it's happening in pretty stark relief to what's going on across Canada, which is that Canada is no longer Canada anymore. And Justin Trudeau followed the Obama globalist playbook to a letter and imported infinity Indians, third worlders, who have decimated Canada's biggest cities and their welfare systems and have made unrecognizable the vast majority of the Canadian populace. And Canada, while they are doing that, they are murdering 100,000 or more Native Canadians through euthanasia programs that are legal now, assisted suicide. They're literally suiciding their culture. And Alberta, which is, of course, where the trucking revolution started in Canada, is saying we are leaving, and something massive just happened. Now, this is not new news. This is from 2 months ago. Long lines in central Alberta to sign petition for province to leave Canada. These long lines succeeded in a petition to leave Canada, and they got hundreds of thousands of signatures. You can see the people standing in line right now, or standing in line back then in the wintertime, in the new year, signing a petition to get out of Canada. They don't want to be in Canada. And you can see they were doing rallies all throughout Alberta. Those rallies were very successful. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people showed up, and they voted, and they won. And they now have a petition, a referendum, in order to leave. And look at this. They could legitimately become one of the most oil-rich and mineral-rich, successful countries on earth if they were able to leave Canada. They were able to get out of Canada, and Alberta could be an independent state. But could they be? Get a load of this. Rise of Alberta. Huge. The House of Commons just confirmed that Alberta independence referendum does not need 66% of the vote. It simply needs 50%. A clear majority is enough to change everything. Get a load of this.
Yesterday, the Prime Minister and his Justice Minister confirmed that they will subject any potential referendum to the anti-democratic Referendum Clarity Act. They want to choose the question. They want to set the threshold for a majority. Let's remind them that democracy means 50% of the votes plus one. That's the rule wherever democracy exists. We also need to remind them that the difference between a democracy and a banana republic is precisely when a government interferes with the democratic choice of its citizens. Will the government respect democracy? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Justice. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are a government that is always going to protect the Constitution and the Charter, and we will always defend both of those. We will not say further at this time. We will await to see what is happening in Alberta, but the Prime Minister has been very clear. The rules are clear. There needs to be a majority, 50% plus one. There are laws around this. They need to be respected.
Oh, okay. So wait a second. They just confirmed that you need a simple majority in order to break away? On Monday, a separatist group in the oil-rich Canadian province in Alberta, located just above Montana, submitted over 300,000 signatures to support the referendum to leave Canada. That's nearly double the amount of signatures required to trigger a vote by law to leave Canada. 1/4 of the province's population voted to leave Canada already. While the separatists still have substantial gains to make, the popularity of the movement illustrates the growing list of fractures and faults in Canada's constitutional order, particularly cultural differences, economic grievances, and systemic political underrepresentation of Western provinces. Alberta has never formally begun the long road to secession until now. The Francophone province of Quebec has twice tried to leave Canada. The second, 1995, saw Remain narrowly win with just 50.5%, triggering Supreme Court of Canada to issue an advisory opinion dictating the terms under which Quebec could elect to secede from Canada. There, the court said other provinces of the federal government would have no basis to deny the right of the government of Quebec to pursue secession. So that should apply to Alberta. The Quebec opinion provides the legal basis upon which Alberta could also separate. This is going to be nightmarish for Canada. Canada's economy is already in collapse. They are desperate to keep of course, it's always the right-wing provinces that are actually the provinces that work and create and provide for the economy. They are in a very bad position, and I'm very excited about what could happen next. Maybe we need to go to Alberta, start doing a couple interviews. Be nice. It looks nice. Looks nice there. Would they make a good 51st state? Why take all of Canada? I don't want all these libs in America. Why don't I just take the conservatives? Do the same thing with Greenland. Sounds like a bright idea. Maybe the Trump administration should take me. I can become an advisor. Take this, take that, take that. Alberta, you want to be a 51st state? If you're watching from Canada, I know we got a lot of viewers in Canada. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. We're going to win.